Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're going to talk about the top 5 reasons keeping fish will make your life better. I want to hear from you. Why do you keep fish? How does keeping fish make your life better? Who's that guy with the echo? Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Took care of that guy. I kicked him out of here. We got a group assembling already. Anthony's Fishy Friends, last in with the high rack. Hello, Chevy Fish. Kevin Scholler. Hey, guys. Several others. Got a couple mods in here. Yeah, looks like Fish Room Fever is supposed to be on the road doing double duty, juggling. You be careful out there. Have a safe trip. Can't wait to hear a report on how things go from your trip afield. Should be very exciting. I think several fish stores are going to be involved. And I'm glad everyone's here to participate in this top 5. And this is certainly, I mean, you can customize, personalize this. This isn't an ultimatum. You get an aquarium, and these are the top 5 reasons that keeping an aquarium is going to make your life better. And I'd love to hear from you in the chat. If something comes to mind later, leave it in a comment in the video. If you're watching the replay, welcome. And please do leave a comment below. How does keeping fish make your life better? And why are we so crazy passionate about our fish and the hobby? But let's get started here. I'm going to introduce a topic. You guys feel free to jump in there. I got lots of great people over here. I see a lot of experience in the chat room. I'm going to say the number one reason that keeping fish will make your life better is that they're so relaxing. I mean, there are health benefits physically and emotionally. They're just so relaxing. I mean, it's therapy. It's therapeutic, right? You come home, you look at that tank, maybe after a long day at work. All of a sudden, it just takes all of that stress out of your mind, allows you to focus on something you enjoy and not the problems of the world. It's an escape. It's a little temporary haven, a little safe space for your mind. And usually you're not too engaged physically when you're watching your aquarium. You're in a physically relaxed state, standing, sitting, laying. And so anytime you can relax, I think that is a quality of life enhancement. I think relaxation is better than stress. So number one, wow, the aquariums hit it out of the park. They are relaxing. I don't know if if you've subscribed to this channel, the River Life YouTube channel, or not. I would appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell beside that, so you'll be notified when we update new content. And anytime this video or any video, you see anything you like, you learn from, you want to be supportive, hit the thumbs up. It works every time. Every time a creator, myself, sees a thumbs up, a like, it's fuel in the tank. Thank you very much in advance. But on the River Life YouTube channel, I now have a playlist working of a series of videos titled Aquarium Chill. And it's broken down into different episodes. And all in the world, those videos are just my beautiful fancy goldfish floating through the water like balloons with soft, chill, relaxation, meditation, study music, sleep music in the background. And they're varying lengths. I think that there may be one as short as 15 minutes long, and then the latest was just over an hour. So you can take your pick of the amount of time you have to chill and watch the aquarium, the goldfish. They're also swimming in a sea of soft lights. And toward the end of the videos, the lights begin to change. And if you watch carefully, you can see the ambient light, the natural light change too. At the beginning of those videos, it's a little brighter than at the end. So just kind of a settling effect, that adds calm. That's all we're trying to do, add calm. So the Aquarium Chill episodes are available on the River Life YouTube channel. If you haven't checked those out, do it. Bring some relaxation in your life. River Wife tells me I should encourage you guys to watch twice daily for stress. That's good medicine for stress. Big Tank Hank here, plotting all over the place. Thank you so much for your support and welcome, Big Tank Hank. Good to see you here. I'm going to be checking in and out of the chat. Chattanooga Ed is here. Chattanooga Ed is a member of the channel. Thank you for your support. He's a moderator. I appreciate all the hard work you do. And he's on the road. Oh my gosh. Chattanooga Ed is in Bob's truck right now. Well, hello, Bob. That's Bob Kaler from over there at Kaler Aquatics. These guys are on another big field trip. They're headed out of town to do fishy things. And we're all looking forward to hearing reports from the big road trip. Well, you guys be safe out there, Ed, and thanks for dropping in. I know you've got something to add to this conversation, so you feel free to drop your comments in the chat there. And if it's a better time later when you guys aren't driving down the highway, you can leave a comment in the video that will be uploaded immediately following the live stream. Big Tank Hank says, hey, everybody, with a heart. I love that. By the way, those, if you haven't noticed, Big Tank Hank is the one using the emojis, and those are really eye-catching when you're trying to think and speak and go for notes and glance over there. The Chubby Guppy's picking up on things. Yeah, hey, Chubby Guppy waving. And Vinosky Tank's now using the emojis. So those are very noticeable. Thank you for starting a trend there, Big Tank Hank. And I do appreciate everyone being here, but juggling all these things at one time, I'm not going to be able to read the chat and follow the program. I know you understand, but it makes me feel better to explain that. You guys are great. Thank you so much for your tolerance and forbearance. Hey, Dragon Liar, just looked down, saw you pop up on the bottom of the Streamlabs chat. And Chattanooga Ed with a letting the cat out of the box. Maybe it's a fox. No, it's a cat. He's letting the cat out of the box over there. So thanks for that, Ed. It's the cutest thing ever. Oh, wow. Okay, now my concern is that those emojis are going to be a distraction because I look forward to seeing them. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. So we got the number one reason that keeping fish make your life better is because they're relaxing. And before it's 11:37. We started here at 11:30 Mountain Home, Tennessee time. I've got some lawn work going on outside. If you hear the roaring motors, those guys are doing a good job out there at the River Life YouTube studios. I just want to let you know what all the noise is about there. But before we go on to number two, let me mention that this live stream is going to be on the air until noon. We're going to go for 30 minutes, 11:30 till noon at the time of the broadcast. And then we're going to shift. Everyone's invited over to the River Life Art Facebook page. I'll see you over there on the River Life Art Facebook page at noonish, around noon. Oh, excuse me. Did I go out of focus? Oh, maybe it was my eyes, not the camera. At noonish, I'm going to take about a 10-minute break between this stream and starting up the Facebook live stream. We're going to do an art auction over there on the Facebook, the River Life Art Facebook. So you're all invited. We're going to finish up here. I'm going to take a little break, fire it up over there on Facebook. I hope you're all there to see some fish-inspired art. By the way, I haven't seen anyone mention, I haven't been following that closely, but there's a new piece of art behind me. That was just created this week. The title is Brown Trout. So new, I haven't even signed it yet. There's no signature on that. You see if I do that. Yeah, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's 3 foot by 3 foot. Turned out really well, I think. So got that mounted for today's event. It's not going to be there long. I'm gonna take that down, but maybe I've got a screw in the wall there now, so maybe we can rotate art in and out of that position. But anyway, just to let you see the new art, that's fish inspired, surrounded by art prints that are available on Etsy. Fish inspired. I'm getting out of sequence here. I'm going to talk myself into going off the script again. Then we're going to be lost. Chevy Fish said, bless you, Rack. Thank you so much, Chevy Fish. That was kind. And now I think I might sneeze again. No, I fought that one off. Looky, you didn't bring anything in here that makes me sneeze, did you? I'm trying to do a live stream. You want to be on the camera? You want to say hello? I don't have any treats, but you can say hello. Come here. Come on. Come on. That's a good girl. Oh, that's a good girl. Oh, almost. There's your nose. There you are. Oh, sweetie. You're a sweet puppy. You are. Say hello to everybody on the live stream. This is Lookout, the retriever. See, Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Getting a little white in her muzzle. She's maturing. She was a rescue puppy. Yeah, we rescued each other, didn't we? Hello, Lookout. Thank you. I owe you a treat. Thank you for being part of the talent in today's show. Moving on. Thank you for your consideration of all those things I just mentioned. Moving on to number 2, top 5. We're talking about the top 5 ways an aquarium makes your life better. Can you believe it? I mean, it's like a given. We don't have to make a list. We don't have to talk about it. But I hadn't ever talked about it in the form of a list. Definitely, that's why I keep fish. They make my life better. And aquariums, and have for decades, over 50 years now. The second reason on my top 5 list, and this, listen, these are in no particular order of importance. You decide what makes, and your big things may not even be on my list. But the second reason that keeping fish make my life better is because they're entertaining. And how many live streams have I been in? How many YouTube videos have I watched? How many pet stores have I been in when I've heard people talk about, look what that fish is doing. Did you see what that fish did? My fish always. Can your fish do this? We're always talking about fish behaviors as if we're watching as a spectator some kind of sport. And we love to watch our fish eat and the eating habits. You know, they eat at different levels in the water column, and that leads to us overfeeding them because we're entertained when we watch them eat. So fish are definitely entertaining, captivating that way. We don't watch them because they're not entertaining, boring. That's not what we do. I mean, the fish, even the little chili raspberries that seem to just freeze in the tank, when you watch them closely, they're more active than most fish. They twitch and move in little spurts, short distances. They don't have the long flowing swim route as some of the other fish. I'm looking over there at Liberty, the red, white, and blue betta now. Happy 4th of July, by the way, one day in advance. And it's just flowing fins, just going slowly all over, up, down, front, back. And the little chili raspberries, they just kind of, you know, they're nervous. They move in a group, you know, in the school of 10. But actually, there are more moves in those little fish. They just cover less distance. It's entertaining. Now, you hear, I went right into comparative analysis. That's what I love about a community tank. It's the diversity. The same's true in life. Diversity is beautiful, okay? And it's not having diversity can get a little boring. I love the single fish betta tank. I love it. But when it comes to time watched, I've got a lot more time watching that guppy tank with 20 male guppies and a couple of corridoras and a couple of zebra danios, you know, just more activity. And I get that simultaneous comparison of different fish doing different things. I don't know, it's more synapses firing in my brain or something. But anyway, regardless of how you get the intake, the fish are entertaining. And the big African cichlids, holy cow, they're beautiful like saltwater fish, the coloration. And when they eat a floating pellet off the surface, it's like a bass hitting a topwater plug. And then they dart away like they've conquered their prey. There's so many different ways. The koi, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about how entertaining the koi are. My koi, I love them so much. They love me too. I go speak to them. Hello, boys and girls. And here they come. All right, here's that guy. Does he have food this time or not? We're all going to show up. just in case. And then I pat my hand on top of the water, splash, splash, splash. And I turn my hand over, and 4 or 5 will start nibbling on my fingertips, and then they'll swim through my hand, make sure, is there any food in there? But it's just really, it's that physical touch interaction that's like, wow, this is a real pet. This isn't just something that's removed from me in a glass box full of water. These are my pets, and it is so cool. And when people come over, I want them to see the koi eat. I mean, they have no manners. They are the rudest eaters you've ever seen. Water pigs for sure. Smack, 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 smack. I mean, there'll be videos. Stay tuned. There'll be videos. And I've mentioned this before. Being transparent. The reason there aren't is because where I located the new 300-gallon tub outside got a lot of direct sunlight, and I got pea soup, so I'm battling. Fish Keeping Jamaica is here. Welcome. Good to see you, Raleigh. And I didn't want the pea soup on YouTube. I didn't want to deal with the comments. I feel better if the water were clear. You could see the fish for a longer period of time in focus if I put the camera underwater. So we're working on that. I got shade installed. I got a ultraviolet filter installed. So it won't be long. And then we'll be doing koi videos underwater, on top of the water, feeding, relaxing. Can't wait. I did do something cool out there. If you'll allow me a sidebar, it's 11:46. We're about halfway through, and we're nearly halfway through the list. I think we're still on time. I took one of the pond baskets. It's a little squarish basket, and it's perforated all over. And I put some of the little foam. It's a roll of foam core. I put it around the basket, zip tied it so the basket floats up out of the water. And I took a water lettuce and put inside the basket. So now there is a water lettuce floating. Now, I did this without a pond basket. And I'll just say I used to have a water lettuce in the koi tank. So that prompted me to want to protect the water. I love the water lettuce, those big roots, what they do for the water quality. So I figured out a way that I can have a water lettuce floating on top of it just has its own little cage. It's so simple. And keep your eye out. You'll see that thing probably in a video when that water clears up. And you'll know what it is. It's just a pond basket readily available at the DIY store. Foam core you can also get. I think it's used as it's a weatherproofing ingredient. It's used as fill, so you use less caulk. So you stuff that into styrofoam type product. You stuff it in and caulk over it, and it fills a lot of space. You don't have to use caulk for it. Very inexpensive. And then, of course, the little cable ties. So mostly plastic, a little bit of foam. Floats great, works great. Lots of perforation in that pond basket. So those roots are doing a good job of filtering, and they're protected from the ravaging hunger of the koi. All right. So 2. Fish are entertaining, and that makes our life better. These are all reasons why we share our hobby with other people too. And when you have pool noodles work, it's a tiny pool noodle dragon layer. That's what it is. Pool noodle is large enough that it's a hollow center. It's as if someone took that center. It's the donut hole. They took the little center out of the pool noodle. That's what I'm talking about. Although pool noodles, I think I've seen that everything's a dollar store, and you could float a lot of baskets with one pool noodle. So that may be even more economical. I think I grabbed the other stuff because I had to go to the hardware store to get the pond basket. But options, we got options. The whole buffet full of options. Pick one you like. Don't spit on the one you don't like. That's not cool. Number three, third reason that we love fish, because they make our life better. Got a mess over here. Can't work like this. This is not a good working condition. Okay. We've got, this is the big one. Put it right in the middle. Fish are inspiring. You think fish aren't inspiring? They inspire our emotions, our habits, our behaviors, our hobbies, related hobbies, the time we spend, the money we spend, the places we go, what we do when we get there, the friends we make. I mean, not all. I mean, that's a combination of factors, but fish are they're a factor in all of those facets of life. Fish inspire us. They inspire us to enjoy beautiful things, to do beautiful things, to appreciate beautiful things. It's a form, in my opinion, of living art. Even if the fish is drab, the fish behavior, the fish niche in the ecosystem, thing of beauty. Fish are absolutely beautiful, and that's why they inspire us. That I'm probably on the list. That one's right in the middle, number 3, but it's the only one I wrote in all capital letters and added exclamation points by. So there you go. Yeah, and so many other things for sure. Okay, I got Fish Keeping Jamaica with the emojis laughing he's laughing to tears. And he says, great taste. Okay, to each his own. To each his own. I happen to be a lover of fish. I've not really consumed a pet fish. All of mine are kind of small. I don't know that I would. Yeah, fish are unique in that way, but I probably would just pass on consuming a fish. I mean, things could change. I know the tilapia farms, with the aquaponics. Definitely, that's what they're there. Excuse me. There it is. Fought it off as long as I could. Sorry. The tilapia in the hydroponic system, that's what they're there for. It's another protein source. So true. Could have a dietary influence. No doubt about it. Thank you for sharing that. Fish Keeping Jamaica. Everybody else jump in there. I mean, Science Gal Aquatics is lurking. She's got some comments she's going to make later, maybe below the video. We're up to 11:52, 8 minutes left. We're down to number 4 on the list. Inspiring. Did I mention we're having an art auction on the River Life Art page coming up immediately following this? We're going to end here at noon. I'm going to take a short break. And so at noonish, we're going to fire up a live stream over on Facebook, the River Life Art Facebook page. And we're going to talk about some art. I mean, it all started out being fish inspired. Now, every time I walk by the guppy tank, the colors I want to work with change. Direct inspiration from the male guppy tank. Crazy. Number 4. Fish are endearing. I guess that's the point. That's why I would struggle eating a deceased dead fish. It's just once there's that pet attachment, it's unique. It's unique that way. And we mourn the loss of our fish because it's sad that we've lost a friend. We've spent so much time, effort, and energy sharing life and appreciating, relaxing, having this fish come into our lives and do so many good things for us. They are definitely emotionally attached to us. So fish are endearing, much like any other pet. And I think I wanted to bring that out because I think sometimes that's overlooked, or at least outside the hobby, people might think, oh, that's not much of a pet. Well, I would beg to differ. It's quite the pet, especially, emotionally. You can, how can you not get attached to a little thing, a little creature that you've raised for a period of its life, perhaps its whole life, and watched it do so many things and allowed it to have such an impact, a positive impact, making your life better? Of course, you're going to get attached. Have you heard the story of Corey at Aquarium Co-op talking about the passing of his first Maboo puffer, whose name was Hank? Real tears, man. Real tears everywhere. Get a tissue. You're going to need a tissue. Don't go over there without a tissue. I told you now. I warned you. Fish are definitely endearing. And we are so on schedule right now. It's frightening. It's 11:55. We got 5 minutes left. We're down to number 5. And I'm not going to pick a favorite. And inspiring, I wrote in all caps because it's just so prominent. But we've talked about relaxing, entertaining, inspiring, endearing. And number 5 is, in my opinion, I feel very close to number 5. Number 5 is educational. If you keep an aquarium, you're going to get some education. You're going to appreciate natural resources. You're probably going to learn about where your fish came from originally, where its point of origin is, and what life might be like there. So a whole nother world. Now you're talking about geography and botany, along with the ichthyology, the study of fish. You're talking about invertebrate study, amphibian study, herpetology, just to learn about this fish, how it fits into the ecosystem. And maybe that wasn't your initial thought. You bought an aquarium kit at a big box store, you followed the instructions, you put fish in it, and boom, now you got fish. And all of a sudden, it occurs to you, I wonder where that fish is from originally. And then you find out really cool names: India, Amazon River, Asia, Indonesia, Australia, all these cool places. And then it's a rabbit trail. It's a series of rabbit trails that never ends. The education goes on and on. We learn about husbandry, better techniques, how to take care of this, how to spawn that. We talk about how much light we need. Do we want plants? Do we want fake plants? Do we want hardscape? So much husbandry going on into recreating that habitat, or not. It doesn't have to be natural. It can be something you prefer, completely artificial. I love those tanks. And then we also learn about the propagation. What does this fish need to spawn? How do I set up a condition where this fish might actually reproduce? The education does not end. It'll go as long as you want it to. You can't get to the end of the educational road, so to speak, in fish keeping. It goes on forever. And then we get together. That's a big part of our social community here. We share things we've learned. We want others to know what we've learned, to help us enjoy our hobby more, to make our life more beautiful. So, bottom line, that was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add those together equals more beautiful life. Maybe you're out there lurking. You've just stumbled in here. You don't keep fish, and you're wondering, is that true? Take the challenge. Set up an aquarium and see if it doesn't make your life more beautiful. You need help? You're a first-timer? Look, you found this YouTube channel. There's so much information in my catalog of hundreds of videos about how to keep fish. You'll probably find some help. But also what you'll find is that I'm so well connected in this YouTube community that you'll find other people who have information in addition to what you'll find on this channel, willing to help. Every name in this chat, willing to help. You got a question? Put it in there. This is the place. This is the community safe space. You're not going to be made fun of. You're not going to be mocked. You're not going to be barred for asking the wrong question. This is the place. Come back here, ask a question. We're going to get you some help. And welcome to the family. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I hope you appreciate how fish have made your life more beautiful. I hope you're inspired to help others understand how they can make their life more beautiful. Maybe we can help them, give them an aquarium, get them started. You know what I'm talking about? Well, this is one of those things where we can continue to share information with each other. So leave me a comment below about how fish make your life better, and perhaps how you've helped someone else discover fish so that their life might also be more beautiful. But now it's time to wrap up. We got the Zen Ginger in here with the blue heart. Hello, the Zen Ginger, super mod and member. Thank you for being here. We're getting ready to shift over now to Facebook, River Life Art Facebook page. I haven't seen that in the chat. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Thank you so much, the Zen Ginger, posting the link. That's where we're going. I'm taking a 5-minute break. I'm going to come right back and sit down in this chair. You're going to recognize this painting behind me. And we're going to do an art auction on Facebook Live, the River Life Art Facebook page. River Life Art Facebook page. Link is in the chat. Counting down 3, 2, 1. We're finished up here. In the meantime, it's going to take me 5 minutes to get over there. Why don't you get out there and see it, love it, and live it? And I'll see you in a few seconds.